All right, so now we are going to get into the second passage in our paired passage. This one is about Iron Man. The very first part of our Unreal Strategies is to underline the title and predict. And so with your pencil, you would underline here. I'm just going to highlight it, and I would write my prediction off to the side, which would be, this is going to be about how Iron Man was created. So after that, we have N for number your paragraphs. So I would write a number 1 here, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 paragraphs again. I'm going to now go and read my questions, because in my Unreal Strategies, after I number my paragraphs, I need to go and read my questions. The first question about Iron Man is, what does the word shrapnel mean as used in paragraph 2 of the Iron Man passage? And then we have, what does the word cameoed mean as used in paragraph 4 of the Iron Man passage? So we're going to go back and start reading our passage. Iron Man. Iron Man is a fictional superhero created by Stan Lee and Larry Lieber. He made his first appearance in Tales of Suspense, number 39, in March 1963. So I can tell that this is giving me facts and information about how the creators of Iron Man came about to create this character. And so this is nonfiction. So I would write NF at the top of my page. He earned his own comic, Iron Man, number 1, in May 1968. At first, Iron Man concealed his alternate identity of Anthony Edward, Tony Stark. He eventually declared he was Iron Man at a public announcement. Tony Stark is a business magnate and ingenious scientist. He is also the owner of Stark Industries. He created Iron Man when he was kidnapped and forced to create a weapon of mass destruction by Wong Chu. Unlike most superheroes, Tony Stark does not possess any superpowers. Tony Stark, however, is a boy genius. He enrolled in the Massachusetts Institute of Technology at the age of 15 to study engineering. He later earned 2 master's degrees in engineering and physics. He inherited Stark Industries after his parents were killed in a car accident. During his kidnapping and injury, Tony Stark teamed up with another captured physicist, Ho Yinsen. They created an electromagnetic chess piece to keep shrapnel away from his heart. This chest plate was used to power the first Iron Man suit created by the two to escape Wong Chu's capture. After his escape, Tony was able to refine his Iron Man suit and use it to protect the world. Iron Man, since starring in Iron Man number 1 in May 1968, has appeared in over 500 issues. Iron Man has seen his greatest success in feature-length films. He has appeared in 3 solo films, including Iron Man 2, and Iron Man 3. These films have grossed over $2,434 billion worldwide. Perhaps Iron Man's greatest contribution is to the Avengers team, appearing alongside other heroes such as Captain America, Hulk, Thor, and Spider-Man. Iron Man has also cameoed in their individual films. Tony Stark uses his intellect and resources to create an unbelievable suit, a suit that possesses many weapons and can fly. He helps defend the world from domestic threats as well as otherworldly threats by becoming Iron Man. Tony Stark struggles with moral decisions between right and wrong, but sides with the greater good. He is a driving force behind the creation of the Avengers Initiative and is the most important member. He provides resources as well as his ability to help protect the world. So I'm pretty sure you guys saw some similarities and some differences between Batman and Iron Man. Some of the ones that stuck out to me were the fact that both of them lost their parents, and also both of their passages ended with them siding with the greater good. So we are now going to answer some of these questions together. If you are at home, you can write them on a sheet of paper or a whiteboard. And those of you here at school, you can write it on your whiteboard and hold up your answer, and then we will compare. Number 1, what does the word tempered mean as used in paragraph 1 of the Batman passage? A, toughened or straightened. B, weakened or broken down. C, replaced or removed. D, softened or calmed. So we're looking for tempered. Paragraph 1. And we can tell that this is paragraph 1 not only because it comes first, but also because we numbered it. If it was paper, you would actually number it. Let's see. Batman is tempered by a sense of justice and fights crimes as a vigilante. So it has to do with justice and fighting crime, being the good guy. So which answer choice goes along with that? Is he toughened or strengthened, weakened or broken down, replaced or removed, or softened or calmed? The answer here is A. He is strengthened by the fact that he gets to fight crime. Let's look at number 2. What does the word errs mean as used in paragraph 4 of the Batman passage? A, to make a mistake or stumble. B, to stray away from something. C, to have a manner that favors one side. Or D, to forget one's origins and background. So let's go look at that sentence and use our context clues. Remember, you're using the clues around the word. So Batman is constantly torn between his actions and what is morally right and wrong, but errs on the side of greater good. He errs on the side of greater good. So would that be to make a mistake or stumble, to stray away from or to go away from something, to behave in a manner that favors one side, so that means that he's choosing that side, or to forget one's origin or background, which means he's basically forgetting where he came from. The answer here is C, because he is choosing the side of good. Number 3. What does the word shrapnel mean as used in paragraph 2 of the IronMan passage? A, landmines and other bombs specifically placed. B, fragments of a bombshell or other object thrown out by an explosion. C, pieces of paper and trash often left on the roads. Or D, metal rods and bolts often left on construction sites. So I'm pretty sure most people don't know what shrapnel is off the top of their heads, so we have to go back and look for our text evidence and use that evidence as context clues. They created an electromagnetic chest plate to keep shrapnel away from his heart. So they're trying to keep something away from his heart. Is that landmines and other bombs specifically placed? Would there be a landmine by his heart? No. B, fragments of bomb, shell, or other objects thrown out by an explosion. Pieces of paper or trash often left on the roads. D, metal rods and bolts often left on construction sites. If you chose B, you are correct, because things that are left on the side of the road and things that are left at construction sites don't have anything to do with his electromagnetic chest plate. And number 4, what does the word cameoed mean as used in paragraph 4 of the IronMan passage? So here we have, let's read the sentence before it as well. Perhaps Iron Man's greatest contribution is to the Avengers team, appearing alongside other heroes such as Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Thor, and Spider-Man. Iron Man has also cameoed in their individual films. So does the word cameoed mean A, to be hidden or camouflaged, B, to see something as your own, C, to take over or dominate, or D, to make an appearance. Our answer here would be D, to make an appearance. If we were to double check our answer and plug it back into our sentence, it would make sense. Iron Man made an appearance on their individual films. We are going to stop here, and tomorrow we will use these two passages, these paired passages, to help us compare and contrast using a Venn diagram.